Day 6, be cool with yourself. Like, show yourself some grace, right? And what I mean by that is, like, one thing that I struggle with daily is trying to be perfect. Like, trying to be the best at everything. Whether I've been doing something for years or whether I've just started 5 minutes ago. One thing that's like, I've been learning, I'm not going to say that I've been doing, but one thing I've been learning to do is like take pride in progress versus trying to be perfect, or having like trusting and loving going through stuff versus just the end product. And I say this because I'm about to graduate, and really this entire time that I've been in school, I've always like rushed to graduate. And it's like now I'm just, okay, now that I'm actually about to graduate, I've actually started to slow things down and actually try to find good out of the progress. And I feel like that's important because when you don't take yourself so seriously, you allow yourself to make mistakes. And I know that sounds bad, why would I allow myself to make mistakes? But when you allow yourself to make mistakes, you're gonna make those mistakes anyway, right? No one's on here has made one mistake and then for the rest of their life never made another mistake again. It don't work like that. Even if you make a mistake, you learn from those mistakes and you keep it pushing. You keep it going. And the thing about it is that when you are hard on yourself, it causes unnecessary stress. Like, let's think about it. If you're not the best at everything and you start getting stressed out, like, who told you was going to be best at cooking if you just learned how to make noodles yesterday? Like, who told you you're going to be the best basketball player if you picked up a basketball about a day ago? Like, it don't work like that. And even guys who've been playing, like, if you look in the NBA, even guys who've been playing basketball since they were like kids and they've been in the league for years and years, they still sometimes miss shots. They still make mistakes. Look at LeBron. He's been playing since he was a kid and he's been in the league 20 plus years. You would think that in a perfect world, oh, he been playing the longest, so he don't miss shots, or he don't do this, he don't do that. No, you still make mistakes. You're still gonna fail. So to be hard on yourself is dumb because it comes with being a human. And last time I checked, we all human. Like, I don't know nobody that's on YouTube right now that's not a human. I mean, unless you're a robot, then they do the little verification thing. But besides that, you're gonna make mistakes. And the thing that I've learned recently is that when you don't be hard on yourself, you allow yourself to breathe. Like, you allow yourself to be human. You allow yourself to be who you really are, which is a human being. We're not God. We're not perfect. So instead of trying to be perfect, we should just strive for it. And if we don't reach there, then what better way to live than striving for the best? What other way than striving for perfection? And then you gotta realize this, my perfect and your perfect are two different perfect, right? My perfect may be doing this, doing that, doing da. Your perfect may well be the exact opposite of that, right? Because perfection is subjective. So what I think is good, you may think is terrible. And what you think, it's just like eating. I personally do eat like practically everything. Like, I don't know, I'm not allergic to anything. I do not like anything. Like, I literally eat whatever is in front of me, right? But there are some people that are like, oh, well, I don't like seafood, or I don't like barbecue, or I don't like this. I love it all, personally. But somebody else may be like, well, I don't like seafood, or I don't like barbecue, but I do like barbecue. I do like seafood. So it's like everyone's, and in their mind, that's disgusting. Like, seafood is disgusting to some people. Barbecue is disgusting to some people. So you gotta realize, everyone has their own cup of tea. Everyone has their own preferences. And if you're so caught up to perfect, you're never gonna reach there, because who's to say that your perfect is actually perfect? You get what I'm saying? It's like, if my goal is something and your goal is not that, when I reach my goal, that may not be a big deal for you because that's not your goal. And your goal may be something, if that's not my goal, then when you reach your goal, it may not be a big deal to me because it's your goal. It's your life, my life, and that person's life, and that person's life. So take it easy. So you gotta realize, another thing you gotta realize is that the only person that you be with forever and ever, even after you die in eternity, is you. Like, this, me, I'm gonna be with me from today to the rest of my life. I'm going to be me. I'm going to be with me. So, and that's another thing. If you don't like yourself, you already messed up. Like, you already messed up. That's why it's so important to give yourself some grace, right? I mean, you gotta allow yourself to make mistakes. Allow yourself to. That's why it's sometimes so hard for some people to forgive people because they don't know how to forgive themselves. That's why it's so hard for people to be like, oh, you made a mistake. It's so cute. It's okay. It's cool. Da 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 da. Go no. But you're like, nah. 15 years ago, you stole my milk, and it's like, bro, we are in our 40s now. You still mad about something I did when we was 8 years old? You start panicking. You start tripping. You start going out the way. So sum this video up. Take it easy on yourself. Like, don't put too much on your plate. Don't do too much. If you make a mistake, deal with it, embrace it, and just be glad you was able to make the mistakes. Another thing is some people can't make a mistake that you made it. Right? You gotta look at it. Some people can't make the mistakes of being too hard on their kids because they probably can't have kids. Some people can't have a mistake of failing a test because they probably not in school. Some people can't have a mistake of, oh, well, I don't know how I'm gonna get my tire blew up on a freeway or something. They don't got a car. So it's all about perspective